Hey everyone, Jonathan here. Today I want to talk to you about something that we're all guilty of this, spending our hard-earned money on things that really just don't matter. Whether it's buying, gadgets, grabbing takeout, for convenience, getting the Skip or Uber Eats, making impulse purchases. It's easy to let our money slip through our fingers without even, I'll let my glasses on, without even thinking twice. But today, I want to ask you, hey, we're just going to take a step back. Let's think about what if we redirected that money, that instead of just going out to anything we want it to go to, we have that money going out and it's something that's more meaningful for us. What if instead of filling our homes with stuff, we use that extra cash to buy experiences or memories that are going to last a lifetime, stuff that's going to stick with us forever. I just want to kind of go over a few things that I think about, what I'm working on with my family, how we're adjusting stuff, and hopefully can help you guys as well. Because the biggest piece that I look at is that it's shown that people get far more happiness from experiences than they do from material things. There's actually a couple studies done, psychology by a psychology professor at Cornell that I was reading, is that people's satisfaction by things that they buy decreases over time. That's because we get used to them. Think about it. What was a purchase you made? And then, you're super excited the first time you get it. You're using it, you're playing around with it, whatever it is, you're super happy to have it, you're pumped up. But think over time, maybe it's a few days, maybe it's a few months or a year or two, your excitement for that's going to decrease and fade quickly, actually, in a lot of cases. And then it just kind of becomes, part of the background noise of your daily life and things that you have and you do. But on the other side, think about an experience that you had. It actually has the opposite effect. The joy that we get from an experience, whether it's a weekend away, a vacation, a concert, our joy from that actually increases over time. We reflect on it, we talk about it, we relive those memories with the people that we shared them with over and over again. And when we share that with our friends and family, those experiences, they become more valuable. We enjoy them. Think about it. What's something that you did? Again, I look at it like a trip or, like I said, a concert, something like that maybe you did a few months ago or even several years ago. You're able to bring those moments up and reflect on them, and you feel happy, feel great on them. Very rarely we think about a purchase that we made several years ago and they're like, oh, that was just spectacular. It doesn't really happen. That's not really how that works. And so, and also if you look at it, the biggest regret most people have, they always do those things. What's the biggest regret on your deathbed kind of thing? Well, most people regret not experiencing more of life. The biggest regret people have isn't that they didn't buy those things. It's that they didn't do those things. They didn't experience, they didn't go do those things. Not taking that dream trip, not attending the family reunion, not going on that adventure when they had the chance. If people wish more that they did more things and had more experiences. And actually, as I was reading when I was putting this together, I read a piece with Stats Canada, and they even highlight that more Canadians are actually recognizing the value of experiences. 67% of Canadians surveyed said that they would prefer to spend money on experiences rather than physical items. And even though we say that, a lot of times we get caught in the loop of buying things we don't really need. We spend money on little things we don't need because, I don't know, we don't value that. I got a couple things I think why it is. But a lot of it has to, one reason why I think a lot of times we kind of get stuck in that loop of just buying stuff versus, taking that same dollars and putting it into an experience or something we really want to do. Honestly, it's the convenience trap. It's just spending without thinking. It's super convenient to buy stuff. One click purchase. You tap. You tap your card somewhere. There's another purchase. It's super easy to buy stuff now. And just think about our daily spending. How many times do we grab a coffee while we're out just because it's convenient? Coffee and a muffin. Or we just add that extra item onto our online cart because it's on sale, or it looks cool. They'd be interested to do. And see, those little purchases, they add up really fast. Actually, Mint found that the average Canadian spends about $2,100 annually on unplanned purchases. That's about $170 a month that's spent on things we don't even need. We just kind of like just do it. I think that number is small for a lot of cases, but really think about it. Imagine if you could redirect half of that money into something that really matters. $1,000 a year put towards something special, something unique, something that you really want to do. Again, you may not be doing, amazing trips to all these different places, but you could do weekends away. You could get a membership to the ski hill. You could get a membership to the zoo or to aquarium, or you could do all these little things that, you may not have money for because we are spending that $170 elsewhere. Well, you could take that and put that into experiences or events or things that are going to cherish, that you are going to remember. I think the biggest part of understanding why you're putting the money away, why you're redirecting the money, is to kind of figure out, what do you really want? When you look back 20, 30 years from now, what do you want to remember? And chances are you're not going to remember that the watch you bought, or the purse, or that you have the most updated smartphone, iPhone, Android. I bought the newest one. I upgraded every year. I was on top of it. I was popping. No, they're not going to remember that. But chances are you're not going to remember that. But you will probably remember the trip you took to the Rockies. The spontaneous trip with your friend. Going out to the spa for a day, for a special day. Whatever, going to the zoo with the kids. You're going to remember those things. I know for myself, looking back, there's things that I remember. I remember going to Disneyland as a family. I remember doing a trip we did to Kelowna. I remember those events. That stuff sticks with me, those things that I did. And that's what I remember 20 years later, I guess, maybe it's not quite 30. We'll be polite, not quite 30, 20 years ago. And experiences are just going to bring people together. When you create memories, it helps you stay connected to people. It has meaning to that. Material things don't always do that. And when you invest in experiences, you're not just spending money, but you're investing in their well-being, your relationships, and future memories, stuff you can draw back on. And it makes a difference. Stuff that you want to have and cherish and hold with people.